Around 50% of children with disabilities are not in school in low and middle income countries, and when they are often educated in segregated settings or they are not adequately supported. There are many reasons why learners with disabilities are excluded from quality education. School facilities not being accessible, limited teacher training on inclusive education and support, the lack of assistive technologies, and poor health, poverty, discrimination, and stigma. Difficulties in accessing and thriving in education increase when multiple discrimination factors intersect. For example, a girl with disabilities from a family living in poverty and in a rural area will see her chances of schooling significantly reduced. The COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted the inequities and the interconnections between children's care, safety, well-being. Inclusive education is a transformative process that ensures quality learning opportunities for all learners, with no discrimination and in settings where they all learn together. In order to achieve Sustainable Development Goal N4 and comply with the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child and the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, we call on education leaders to set the vision and work in collaboration with other actors across sectors. We also call on all stakeholders to put the child at the center, considering their rights, needs, and opinion, and on governments and donors to mobilize resources that promote inclusion over segregation, with specific investments to support children with disabilities in education. Let's work together to make inclusive education a reality.
Our answer is yes. We believe that there's a point of having an inclusive education. The people who have disabilities would feel that they are not left behind, due to the reason that even students with disabilities can have access to education like everybody else. This would make them feel that they were not discriminated.
Students with disabilities were able to socialize and interact with normal students. They wouldn't feel isolated. They would feel of what being a normal student feels like. They wouldn't feel excluded and depressed into thinking that they are different.
The disabled students will be able to adapt how to communicate effectively with their classmates without considering that their disabilities were a hindrance and a barrier. Inclusive education will help the students with disabilities to lessen their social anxiety and remove the fear of getting judged because they were able to make friends with other students.
Furthermore, inclusive education encourages social interaction and emotional development. Students with disabilities have the chance to engage and communicate with their classmates regularly, which is letting them experience a sense of order in their daily school life. This helps them feel less of isolation and loneliness that often arise when students are separated into special classes. Being part of an inclusive environment allows them to build friendships, develop communication skills, and gain confidence in expressing themselves. Inclusive education also interests non-disabled students. It will teach them empathy, patience, and understanding towards others who may face difficult challenges. Through this shared learning experience, all students learn to value diversity and respect individual differences. Such lessons extend beyond the classroom, helping to create a more understanding and accepting society in the future.
Moreover, inclusive education helps lessen the social anxiety among students with disability. When they are accepted and treated equally, they begin to fight the fears of judgment and rejection. Being nearby, supportive peers and teacher can help a growth in self-confidence and resilience. allowing them to focus on learning rather than worrying about being different. This supportive environment helps all students regardless of ability to grow academically, emotionally, and socially.